Hey guys, it's Alam. Recently, I updated my Fringe Lands mod for Minecraft 1.12, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys something I found in this mod. So here's the X Fringe Lands in 1.12. So I have set the noise multiplier to 1.42 to 10 to the 42 in this world. Generate without the comb artifacts and sky grids, like in some Bedrock 1.16 and 1.17 versions. And we can now actually see the Fringe Lands all the way up to Y level 256 as opposed to just 127. 55, I mean. And another thing is that the biome fill noise Farlands don't seem to exist in this version either. Instead, since they changed it from Perlin noise to simplex noise, the soil depth is now just 3 blocks everywhere after a certain distance. So now let's hop over to another world. So now I will show you guys the Z Fringe Lands. At 15 quindecillion blocks on the z-axis, or 1.5 times 10 to the 49th. So, once again, there are no comb artifacts or sky grid in this version, although I am working on an update to this mod that will make it an option. That will make them an optional feature. And the Z Fringe Lands still take considerably longer to thin out than the X Fringe Lands. So by 20 quindecillion blocks in the z-axis, all that will generate in this mod will just be these 1-block strips of grass. Alright. So now let's head over there. There we go. So now we're at 20 quindecillion blocks on the z-axis, and all that generates by this point are these 1-block strips. Of course, if we re-added the comb artifacts, then the terrain here would be mostly sky grid. Alright. So, I have also messed around with some decorative noise generators. So here is a Badlands biome, around 634 billion blocks out. 634 million, but I've set the next noise multiplier to 1,000. So normally, unfortunately, this doesn't really support my case, but normally the terracotta strata in the Badlands biome would look very bumpy on this world due to the noise multiplier. But eventually they just become unchanging, which actually does not look too far off from a normal Badlands biome, except that the small variations in the terracotta strata will no longer occur after a certain distance. So I expected it to occur around 2 to the 40th divided by the square root of 3 on one axis, which is where I am right now. But apparently it's a little bit before where I teleported. So this is how the clay band offset noise breaks down. Apparently some aspects of the Bryce Mesa generation will also break down, like several billion blocks out. I don't know if I can really show that to you guys. And now I will show you guys how flower forests break down at excessive distances. So here's a super flat world of the biome set to flower forest, and both of the noise multipliers set to 1 million. So you will see that before about 59.511 billion blocks, or 3 times 2 to the 35 over the square root of 3, a random mix of flowers generates. But if we look the other way, you see only red tulips generate past that point. So this is actually an example of how simplex noise breaks down. instead of generating stripes between two extremes and diagonal lines in the corners, like Perlin noise when it breaks down, and simplex noise breaks down, it actually just generates only like a certain default value outside of a certain diagonal line, outside of like a rough diamond shape, actually. And I actually have already shown the corner Fringe Lands in 1.12 to you guys before, along with the edge variation of the Farver, along with the edge Farver lands degrading. So yeah, guys, that's about all I've got for today. If you want to check the mod out for yourself, the link is in the description down below. And yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell and click on all for all notifications. I'll see you guys next time.